Hey humans, how are we? I just want to share with you the view that I have right now. Hello, Bariz Vegas. I'm up here for our every 6 month catch up with my bestie, Kimmy. And we are just here at this beautiful location at Kangaroo Point. And Clint will not be joining us today. He has the children, and so they are doing the fam bam thing. So we are here in our apartment and just chilling out, enjoying this beautiful sunset while it's happening, like just behind the city. It's so delicious. So I thought it was a perfect time quickly to get in and have this conversation before the weekend unfolds. And today's topic is, are you doing what you love? And I was like, oh, this is so perfect. There's so much that can be said on this, and I really want to start with Kimmy and I were just riffing on this just before, and it's like, it's interesting how many of us find life to be hard, and how many of us find our choices in life and what we want to be doing to be this ordeal. And it's interesting, like, so many people I talk to are just getting by. So many people I talk to are just managing, or just doing some things that make them happy. But seldom do we find people who necessarily make their happiness a priority. Seldom do we find people who understand that happiness is a choice. It's our life choices. And Kimmy was talking before, she was like, some people think that life has to be hard, but on the contrary, many people think that it could be easy too. They get lazy, they stop participating in life, and they try to find the easy route. There is a fine balance between the two, 1,000,000%. We do need to sit there with gratitude and appreciation and find balance in all of that essence. But understanding that life, like, I'm going to riff on this. I know that many of us, like myself, have spent life going between careers. Some people jump into a career and they stay there. They stay there for the long haul, and that's amazing. Like, kudos, absolutely love that. But for people like myself, I used to judge the fact that I'd done so many careers. I've been a chef. I've been in different harvesting jobs. I've been on tractors and all this cool equipment, and I've been and gone through the hospitality industry and all the different roles. I've been and done dump truck driving in multiple mine sites, and driven some of the smallest trucks in Australia to the largest trucks in Australia, and really relished in that marvel of that whole thing. And then I quit that and I became a personal trainer, and I did competitions, and then I quit that and I went back into the corporate world and retail world. And then I did that for a bit, and then I came out of it and I got into wholesale, and then I got out of that and I went back into freelancing. I went into freelancing multitude of times in different ways throughout that. And so many would judge, and I used to at one point judge myself for that, until I realized why I was doing what I was doing. Was I was really searching for careers, choices, and ways to be in the world where I'm contributing. Oh, no, because it does not bring what I deserve. What do you mean it does not bring what you deserve? Tell me more. But I'll continue while you do that. And so I used to judge myself for having a multitude of jobs, and I know many others would too. And it's interesting because some of us, we just need to find a role, a position, a job in which gives us more, gives us not just satisfaction and income. It needs to be more. It needs to be inspiring. It needs to be motivating. The people that you're working with need to mesh with you, inspire you, lift you up, challenge you, and enable you to space to just fully relish in the marvel that is that time and space and that business opportunity that you're in. Yet so often people end up entrapped because of the money and the fortune or the security that our jobs and our roles provide us. And little down the track, they find that their relationships aren't sparking them joy. Their family life isn't sparking them joy. Hey Jason, thanks for joining. And then there's all these things where people just get into this space where they become reliant upon the safety and the regularity of a role, and forget that we're meant to be in life being inspired. We're meant to be passionate, and we're meant to be all in and playful and creative And that can look a whole multitude of ways. And look, some of you are in careers where you do get to do that. And like, that's amazing. Stick with it. Awesome. Good job. But don't be ashamed if you're someone who has to jump around different things, searching for the thing that soothes your soul, that hits that fire, that creates that magic inside of you. That, my friends, is our true journey and our true blessing in this world. Because each and every one of those roles, even though they may not have worked out, I bet you sprinkled some kind of magic in that vicinity. You created some kind of a ripple effect in that space that'll go on to someone else. Or you learned some magic about yourself, about boundaries, about what you're good at, about what you're not good at, about what you're willing to do or not willing to do, and so forth. So sadly, many get lost in that world of doing the do and just getting by, where the magic is really about finding what you love and doing that, or finding a way of doing more of that. Whether you need to have 2 jobs, whether you need to have a job and a hobby, or whatever it is, find ways of sustaining your ability to do more of the things that enable you to feel that passion and love and thrive in the world. And if you're not there and you still don't know what you want to do and you feel lost, take time to calm and steady yourself. Take time to sit. Take time to just be in your energy. Calm the noise, calm the chaos, and sit with yourself and find what makes you feel alive, what inspires you. Is it cartwheels? It doesn't have to cost you money. Like, our greatest spaces of finding balance and clarity can be simple, like a shower or driving or sex or gym work, whatever it is. There are free ways of you being able to inspire yourself and create balance and calm, where you can truly see what you love and truly understand what lights your fire. And then find ways of doing that. And if you don't know how to do that, ask better questions. Be around better people. Be out there. Like, I am so firm on this whole belief that you don't know the answer to a question unless you ask the question. So ask the question and let the answer come. And if you don't like the answer, ask another question. You don't know until you know. And so many people have said to me, you're so lucky, Sharna, you're so connected, you're so blah, whatever. Which doesn't matter, because I'm not. I'm just curious enough and willing to ask questions. I love meeting new people and spurring a conversation and letting it unfold in a magical way and seeing what they know and what they do and who they are and where they do things, and finding ways in which I can connect. And some might say that I'm a natural born networker. Yeah and no, right? But I'm always curious about who the human is, what they do, where they're from. Do I know something about that area? Is there some way I can relate to them? It's always about building rapport. I don't know how I got into this tangent, but it's working. And so this is the part of life where the magic happens, is when you come in with curiosity for people and places and things, and just ask better questions. So the main point was, oh, there's a 5G tower there. Anyway, sorry, sidetracked. The main point is, are you doing what you love? How can you do it more? And if you're not doing what you love, why not? Because honestly, it is your choice. And if you want to sit there and get shitty at me and get triggered with that statement and say that you don't have a choice, you're sitting in victim, you're sitting in effect, and you're not actually taking ownership of your life and the magic and the power at which you have to own the fact that you are the one creating this reality. It is hard. It's a real bitter pill to swallow, is when you realize that this that you're facing, the happiness, the misery, the joy, whatever it is you're experiencing, is a choice. And so if you're not in love with your life, why? And maybe, just maybe, your misery and disconnection with your life and being in a life that you know doesn't serve you properly to your soul, potentially that choice is serving you because it's keeping you stuck. And that stuck version of you is you not taking charge of your life and owning your choices. It's you not owning what you're here to do, and it's you potentially scapegoating the life that you're meant to have. Maybe not ready, and that's okay. But if you're not ready, say it. Own it. Be in that space. Don't judge it. Don't escape it. Just be okay with what you've chosen. And if you're not okay with what you've chosen, get creative and find other ways to live. So I love this one. And if you are doing what you love, woohoo! Shout from the rooftop. Sparkle every day with that magic. Remind everyone you can around you that it is possible. Be that feverish amazing human that just radiates, so other people can see that they too can have that. That's all I have to say. I want to give you guys another view of this beautiful sunset. And I'm going to go pour myself a drink and catch up with a long-term friend and figure out what we're going to do in Brisbane tonight. If you're in Brisbane, send me a message. What are you up to? We're going to try and find I think we're going to head to the Emporium and see what that's like, because it's been a long time since I've been to Brisbane, and there's so much has changed. So we're going to go for a meander and see what's about. Otherwise, have a fantastic weekend. I may or may not do the weekend's work that these guys have set. I may rift it all on Monday and mush it all together like I did last weekend. I am a sovereign being and I do as I choose. Love you all. 2 pieces. Happy Friday and peace out.